Hello, my name is Alex Drost, and I was a part of the Geography 280 Cartographic Design class for the fall semester of 2021. And this is my bathymetric and topographic map of Cervidae Peak and Lucky Lake in Boise, Idaho. So Cervidae Peak is one of the Grand Slam peaks in Idaho, aka the four tallest peaks in Boise. Cervidae Peak is 30 minutes away from downtown Boise in the Boise National Forest. The trail was formed in 1955, but there is no data to how many people hike the trail each year. The map shows the major roads leading to and fro the trailhead as well as the parking lot for the Lucky Lake Peak State Park Spring Shores unit. It also includes the trail up to Cervidae Peak, and this would be good for people to know what roads to take to get there and what the trail is going to look like in case they need to reference it before a hike. The map also includes the route of the trail to show where to start and where it finishes at the peak. The best time of year to hike Cervidae is when it is warmer and dry, so the trail is not muddy or snowy. While you can snowshoe up in the winter, it would be a lot easier and safer in the spring to fall months. The route displayed on the map is the east route and is rated as a Class 2 hike, with the route being 4 miles out and back and 2,000 feet of elevation gain. The peak is named Cervidae, which is a family of Artiodactyla, which are cloven-hoofed animals such as deer or elk. And when you are on the ridge, there is a chance that you will see elk or deer because it is a major migration area. And it was named by Dan Robbins. So for my methodology for the map, I found the topographical map on the United States Geological Survey website, which has the whole United States continent and the topography of it. I took a snippet of that and placed it onto Adobe Illustrator where I did all of my work. And I found the bathymetric map on an online nautical charts website as well. So then I just took a snippet of those and placed it on Adobe and then fit the bathymetric map to the topographical map to make sure the shores lined up so that it was accurate and true to real life. After that, it was just a lot of tracing the bathymetric and topographical lines, as well as the roads and trails. For some of the topographical lines, I had to trace them twice to create a shape for that, so that it wasn't shading the wrong parts of the map. So while finding the bathymetric lines, I found that 11 feet was a good depth for each layer so that I could fit all the bathymetric lines in there. Lucky Lake reaches a depth of 140 feet, so that was much larger than I expected. And for the topography of Cervidae Peak, there were markers from 3,200 feet to 4,800 feet in 200-foot increments, so that was helpful just to be able to trace those lines. The biggest problem for the project was that not all the topographic lines were creating shapes, so that had to be traced multiple times. I finished with the legend, title, sources, and the scale to make sure everything fit where I'd like it to, as well as make sure it all had room, and just to make sure that it all looked nice together. For the results and conclusions, the map that I ended up making at the end, I thought was a cross between a thematic and a wayfinder map. One thing I found out during this project is that Lucky Lake is much deeper than I originally thought. It ends up maxing out at a whopping 140 feet deep. As you can see from the map, it goes from pretty shallow to pretty deep and not a long distance, so that was pretty impressive at the end. I think a shortcoming of the map would be that I would like to print it off to its full size. I think I ended up making it 20 by 15 inches or 20 by 10 so that I could fit everything in there. So I'd like to see it printed off to its full size because it's kind of hard looking at it on a laptop or computer because it doesn't show the full extent of the map and it's kind of hard to read. The depths and the height of the peaks on the bottom in the legend, as well as some of the words in the middle for some of the locations. I think if I had more time, I would probably change the colors for the bathymetric lines. I think they're just a little tacky and cartoonish, whereas the topographic lines I think fit together more and are more fluent with one another. If possible, I would like to print it off and frame it and maybe gift it to some of my in-laws in Boise, of which we hiked this peak with, and give them a little blast from the past as a memory and let them relive that fun hike. And here's my bibliography to finish it off. This is the list of websites and places that I found information off of to help me in my grading of the map. Thank you.